So, hey guys, we are back to our channel with the review of the Bengal files. And as we discussed earlier, also with this trailer review, that this film might be one of the most controversial film. Again, the director is Vivek Agnihotri, so we can't expect something non-controversial from him. The statements of him and the way the film has been marketed, this film is like got banned in West Bengal. That was not official ban, but it's kind of showing that people are united against this film, that they don't want to watch this film. And but in a sense, when we talk about the freedom of speech and expression, every film should get a chance to release, whether it is a not that well made film or whether it is a propaganda film. An artist should be able to release his film and let the audience decide that they want to watch this film or not. This film could have been a very, very good tribute to the survivors of the direct action day. But the film actually lacks in writing and tries to show a very, very selective truth that only Agnihotri wants you to see. He shares a perspective which seems like a narrative of WhatsApp forwards about manipulating the history, the facts, and they try to show one community as evil and the other community as very pure. And this narrative tries to join the present and the past of Bengal in a very dysfunctional manner. Agnihotri somehow, I feel, trying to present his post pandemic releases as a very, very artistic films. But deep down, when you closely inspect those films, they are problematic, and they are kind of a machine to produce new WhatsApp forwards, to manipulate the history, to support a particular kind of narrative which can bring communal disharmony. Instead, when we discuss cinema on this channel, I always say that put your personal ideology beside you before making any film. And see, it's like when you are going to make a film based on historical facts, then you should be very, very unbiased. See, biasness will come with every individual because they have their own thoughts. But here you are trying to represent both the communities, and you can easily show the incompetence of administration of that time, how our leaders like close their eyes. Apart from religion, you can go as a failure of the whole system. We were not independent yet, we were controlled by the British Empire, but our leaders who were actually active at that time could have taken some actions to prevent these things. We all know that this is a very, very bad thing, a very traumatic incident happened in the history of India. It was the one of the biggest communal violence happened in our entire country or in the entire world. Here, Agnihotri actually picks up few incidents which actually supports his narrative of filmmaking and tries to blend it again with the same formula which he tried for the Kashmir file, that is present form and going back into the past, and then again doing back and forth just to convince you that both the present and past are very, very connected. But I guess this time, like Vivek Agnihotri fails in this attempt, as the emotions are very, very flattered. I saw that some people were leaving theaters in midway because the film is very overly stretched, where you can see some of the goofers that the acting was, the crowd management was not on point. The people who were acting as a dead body were moving. They are doing the lip sync in some scenes, they are just cleaning their hand in some scenes, they are looking into the camera, and we don't expect this kind of basic goof ups in a film which is made on this much of budget, which is coming to the theaters with too much of professionals involved in the making. That actually raises a question on the director, because before me, before you, he has seen this film multiple times, and how he missed those things. Just like there is a, conversation see of the character Shiv Pandit with his colleagues in a hotel, in a very small hotel where Mithun, the character of Mithun also joins him. In that particular scene, there are three shots which I want to point out, that on the table, on the and that dining table, there is a packet of Amul Masti. And when they show the shot of Darshan, that is Shiv Pandit, the packet is standing and placed in the center. When they show the shot of Mithun, the packet is lying down on the table instead of standing. Again, when the next shot comes of Shiv Pandit, then the packet is standing, but the position has been changed a lot, and that is noticeable. Same happens with the dead body things also. So we actually feels very disrupted when we see this kind of goof ups in the entire film all over. The second half of the film is much better as compared to the first half. The first half actually gets boring and tiring while you watch the film. The action scenes doesn't gives you the impact of the, if you compare it to the Kashmir Files. The narrative of the director remains same in both of the films, but the impact of Kashmir Files was on a different level. And here he tries to replicate the same magic, but he is continuously feeling in that, resulting people are not able to sit for 3.5 hours of the film. And personally, I think the film could have been 45 minutes shorter, but we get to see unwanted scenes of Pallavi Joshi trying to give a monologue to generate an emotional empathy, lure the audience the way they have tried to lure them in Kashmir Files. Acting wise, I would say that Darshan actually did a good job with the performance of Mithun Chakraborty is uh, very good, but the other actors seems to be doing some hammy acting and cringe-worthy reactions to that. Some of the dialogues doesn't seem natural, and seems like they have additionally added those dialogues. If you go towards the climax scenes where when the two characters of Amar and Bharti goes on the watchtower, they they have a following shot. In that following shot, the dialogues of Amar seems to be additionally added and not recorded properly. The portrayal of Gandhi is very problematic here, as the director has shown him like Gandhi is a womanizer. That thing shows the ideological issues of the director. But if I put aside that ideological issue of the director, even then, Anupam Kher was like, for me, has portrayed a very uh, has given a very bad performance of Gandhi in recent times. Or if you compare all the performance of the actor who has portrayed Gandhi on the screen, this was one of the bad performance, or you can say the worst performance of an actor who portrayed Gandhi. The style of his acting is not consistent enough in the film itself. The introductory shot of him shows him that he is having some sort of problem while walking. He's trembling, his legs are trembling. But in the next shot, he is walking freely, and the dialogues like मुझे अभी बकरी के दूध निकालने का टाइम हो गया है seems to be forcefully implemented in the screenplay, where they actually tries to portray Gandhi as a very incompetent person who gives you thoughts in a very twisted manner that actually doesn't support the freedom struggle of India. And that's how the film is like filled with full of possibilities and goof ups, and it is a clearly missed opportunity for Vivek Agnihotri to cope up with this type on a very sensitive topic. And I don't think, as a storyteller, it works for him or for us. All over the scene where Amar got killed, the character of Amar got killed, that lives and a very huge impact on you while watching the film. But again, this film uh, tries to promise the same thing which Agnihotri did with Kashmir Files, but this time he is not successful, and there are many issues with the film. That's all our review. I hope you liked it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Till then, have a good day.